It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 22nd of March. I'm Michael Groff. Very quiet conditions out there today. Temperatures up in the mid-80s for this afternoon with an increase in clouds, especially by tomorrow. We'll see more clouds rolling in. A trough comes into the region by Saturday night and Sunday. That will bring about a big change in the weather. Windy, much cooler, and yes, a chance at some showers around here. But what about the weather for next week? We'll talk about all of that and everything else as we dive on in. First, before we do any of that, it's Friday, and that means it's Photo Friday here, and that's where we take a look at some of the photos and/or videos that you guys have submitted, and we are extremely light on content this week. This comes from David Parnell. This is at Apollo High School last Saturday. It was an absolutely gorgeous day. If you weren't out and about, you missed it. I mean, just tons of cumulus clouds out there, fluffy clouds, just a great day for pictures, and that's what it was. And finally, we have one other very, very quick thing to show you. This is from Marla. Just a shot at the storm coming in. We'll run that again from the other night against the backdrop of a sunset there. So there you go. Very, very quick video. She says that was taken moments before a lightning strike. And we did have some pop-up little surprise showers and storms this week. Very nice, very interesting stuff. We do have more chances of rain, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's get into it here. The almanac from yesterday. Oh, by the way, if you want to get in on Photo Friday, you can do that by sending any of your photos or videos to my email address. groffshow@gmail.com is the email address. That is groffshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, your almanac, 83 degrees, the afternoon high yesterday. 56 was the morning low. 80 and 56 are the averages for this time of the year. And taking a look at the upper air weather pattern across the nation, we've got low pressure moving into the southeast U.S. That's been the focus for some showers and storms. But here in the southwest, high pressure's in control, and that's resulting in warmer temperatures, dry conditions, but it's not going to last long. Look at that upper low there off the California coast. That's our next system that's due in here this weekend. The watch warning map, we've got some red flag warnings and some wind just to the east of us across parts of New Mexico, West Texas, Oklahoma. Red flag warnings, high fire danger in places that don't want to see that. It's been a brutal few months there, especially for the Texas Panhandle, where they've had historic wildfires this season. To the west of us, more wind, some winter storm conditions possible over the Sierra as well this weekend with another system coming on in. And so, yeah, it'll be windy for places like Las Vegas tomorrow. You could see some wind gusts over 45 miles per hour. Further to the north, we've got winter storm watches and winter weather advisories from Montana through the Dakotas and Minnesota. As winter hangs on over parts of the country, convective outlook for today, we do have a marginal risk of severe storms over portions of Florida. Elsewhere, we've got a little bit of thunder possible north of Arizona. And here's the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Friday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix. Well, we could see generally under 1/4 of an inch, and that's mostly with this system that's due in here Sunday. We'll talk about what's going on with that and everything else as we dive on into the models right now. Take a look at things. This is the GFS. It's the 12Z run, and this is valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Low pressure across the southeastern United States. Another one there moving into eastern Canada. We've got another low that's off the west coast. In between all of that, there's a high pressure ridge here over the southwestern United States. And what that means for us down at the surface for the rest of this afternoon, we'll see a gradual increase in clouds, partly cloudy this afternoon. High temperatures, low to mid-80s. So we'll be a little bit above average, but nothing all that ridiculous for this time of year. As for tonight, partly cloudy sky with lows, mid-50s to about 60 degrees with more clouds around. Then tomorrow, speaking of clouds, we'll call it mostly cloudy through much of the day. Now, there'll be mid and high-level clouds, so I still expect some sun to poke through. High temperatures, upper 70s to low 80s. Some breezes picking up, especially to the west and north of us. And you notice that rain coming into California, the Great Basin, the Pacific Northwest, mountain snow, even moving into Nevada, far northwest Arizona by late in the day, too. By Saturday night, we'll introduce a slight chance of showers in here, and the trough comes on Sunday. It'll be a different sort of day for us with partly sunny sky, windy, much cooler, high temperatures, mid to upper 60s. And yes, we'll throw in a chance at some showers here, about a 30% chance of rain. And that system is fairly potent, but it's also rather progressive. It's not going to stick around all that long. And so the precipitation that we get on Sunday, it will be scattered in nature, probably nothing overly heavy. There could be an isolated thunderstorm. Be aware of that. But this should generally be a light precipitation maker for us, generally at or under 1/4 inch. By Monday, it's mostly out of here. We'll still see a few showers across the rim country and the eastern portion of the state. High temperatures, upper 60s to about 70 for Monday. Upper 60s, low 70s on Tuesday. The sky should turn partly cloudy. And as we go to the middle part of next week, more sun, high temperatures will warm back up, mid-upper 70s, could be close to 80. Same thing on Thursday, close to 80 degrees, the sky mostly sunny to partly cloudy at times. Let's go to a week from today. This is Friday the 29th. Got another area of low pressure beginning to dive down the west coast. We're going to watch that feature with interest because that could be another precipitation producer for us. And lo and behold, by Saturday the 30th, that's coming on in here. And if that does work out, yet another chance at showers, breezy, much cooler temperatures too. Highs would once again go back to below average levels. And then as we go out 10 days, this is Sunday, the 31st of March, the last day of the month. That trough is, again, it's a progressive setup. So that's moving off to the east. And so we'd be on the backside of that system, but still cool conditions would be with us. Temperatures below normal to close out the month of March. If this verifies, of course, that's a big if because we're out here at 9 and 10 days out in the forecast. And that is highly subject to change. Looking at rainfall for Phoenix off the European ensemble. This goes out through the 5th of, or the GFS ensemble rather, out through the 5th of April. The ensemble means about 1/2 inch. And the European ensemble is somewhat similar, a little bit less than the GFS, but generally speaking, you get the idea. Precipitation expected. Nothing, I would say, overly heavy. And as you well know, we are coming to the end of our wet season here. We're going toward those 3 driest months of the year, April, May, and June. And so we could use all the precipitation we can get because, well, in at least 2 of the last 4 years, the monsoon has been a complete dud. And so, we want to get as much rain as possible because you never know what that monsoon will do to us. All right, temperatures off the national blend of models. Okay, we're going to be warm today, tomorrow, and then on Sunday, high temperatures lower quite a bit, Monday as well, and then we'll warm it up by the middle portion of next week. But then more cool temperatures as another trough comes on in here. It's that yo-yo, that roller coaster ride that we often see here in March and even moving into April. But we know where this is ultimately going to end up, and it's not pleasant, and it lasts for a long time. Oh, those dreaded triple digits. We're not very far away from those, are we? So enjoy the nice weather while we have it. And that is going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here on Monday morning, but with inclement weather anticipated this weekend, I do expect we'll probably have an update or 2. So keep watch for that. And if you like what we do here, you enjoy these videos, and of course you do because you've watched this far, so I would assume you like it, or either that or you just don't like yourself and you like to just watch things that you don't enjoy. And, maybe I would suggest you see somebody about that. But in the meantime, before you do that, may I recommend that you subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new video, you'll get those notifications. And, of course, you can always subscribe. And when you do, click that little bell, make sure you hit all on those notifications. That's the other thing I wanted to mention because some people keep saying, I don't get the notifications, Mike. I don't, you post videos, I don't see them. What's going on with that? Blame YouTube, all right? Comment, questions, all of that, we answer all of those, so do keep those coming in as well. And if you really like what we do here, you want to support us monetarily, click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. And you can make those monetary contributions like Clayton and Dylan did. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. All of you guys keep this channel going. Your donations really, really help us out. But even if you don't donate, just your patronage, just your watching these videos, it does help. Every bit helps. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, talking about my Michelle, so check her out. We've got all of her relevant links down in the description, and if you really are so inclined and you want to check out something really fun and you're a big fan of music, well then may I suggest checking out my streaming station. It's called KMGX, whereupon we play a ton of music. We have a lot of fun with that. I say we because I'm not taking French. It's myself and Michelle involved in the operation and maintenance of that fine station. So again, it's in the description. Do check it out. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. All of your continued support, so greatly appreciated. Please be safe. Stay cool and stay hydrated out there too. It's starting to get warm. I know it's not 110 yet, but after we've had the nice temperatures, once it starts to warm up, it can be deceptive. Go out there mid to upper 80s, 85, 87, 88 degrees. You still need to drink plenty of water if you're out in that for any extended period of time. Like, for example, if you go to Foodie Land, which I understand is coming back. And if they make you wait in those long lines for that, well, may I suggest bringing some water. All right. And a lot of money. Rather expensive. All right. You guys have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.